get yourself some meal prep containers ASAP. Hey guys, little secret. My biggest concern so far in making this video is getting my hair in the shot. So little hi today. Thank God for those clip-in extensions. I'm coming at you today. I'm gonna skip the stats. Well, I won't skip the stats because I guess you probably want to know, if you've never seen me before, why I'm even talking about weight loss. I started out at 290 pounds at my highest weight. I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on August 20th, 2012. So it's been 5.5 years since my surgery. I got down to 155 pounds at one point. I am currently sitting around 176. So I have lost over 110 pounds of, at one point like 140 pounds plus, if I'm doing the math correctly, 135 pounds. And I have been able to keep it off. I've had some regains, but I am very knowledgeable in weight loss because I've had to do it a few times because I tend to regain my weight back in the winter. We're gonna try to prevent that this winter. And I am sharing with you my top 10 tools, basically physical things that I use for weight loss. Some of them are more like virtual, but you'll see I am not doing them in any particular order. I'm just going to be random about it. These are the top 10 things that I use almost on a daily basis for my weight loss. It's been the things that I've used most consistently in the past 5.5 years to lose weight. I will link everything below, so it may not be the exact version of what I use if I can't find it, but I will link everything below. So if you want to check anything out that I'm using currently, they will be listed below, so you can check them out for yourself if you like. If you like this video, please be sure to like it at the end and subscribe with that little bell button below so we can see your face back here. Come follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all the things, and those are also listed below. So number one, I'm going to talk about my big cup. And this is counting as one thing together. So I've got my big Bubba Cup that I asked for my birthday one year from one of my girlfriends, and she kindly obliged. It is a Bubba Cup. I really like the Bubba Cup because it keeps everything insulated and fresh. I do not like the straw that it came with. It came with a rubber straw, and that straw gets moldy. I bought some extra straws on Amazon. They came in a pack of 4. They come with a brush. I will also link those below. I highly recommend this cup for at work, being able to get all your water in. As you know, if you are a weight loss surgery patient or if you're just doing weight loss, then you need to be drinking your water. Also, to help me drink my water, I use flavored water enhancers. This particular one is from Aldi. It's the Fit and Active, but Mio is fine too. There are a lot of them now that are made with natural sweeteners like stevia. If you have issues with sucralose, Splenda, aka Splenda, no. Sucralose, yes. Yeah, sucralose is Splenda. If you have issues consuming that, then there are plenty with stevia. Like I said, there's some I think maybe made with like monk fruit sweetener kind of things. Don't quote me on that, but I know stevia for a fact, because I really don't like it, personally. I've been using this for 5.5 years, and it really helps me get my water in. I notice a huge difference in the amount of water that I consume. I brought this home from work for you guys to see, because this sits on my desk at work. I have another insulated cup that I use at home. It's smaller than this because I work from home sometimes like one day a week, but I wanted you guys to see this. It's 48 ounces, I believe. Yeah, 48 ounces. I used to drink like 2 of these in a day. My job's a little busier now, or I'm on the phone more now. I used to never be on the phone, so I feel like I got to drink more water. But I do try to at least go through 1 of these in a day, and then I drink, outside of work too. So that's number 1. Number 2, remember, random order, have no, special priority. I mean, there's some of these things I use more than others, but it's a kitchen scale. My first kitchen scale was one that I picked up at Aldi. I actually preferred that one. It had a glass top. It was really nice. I want to say it was $10. This one was also $10. I got it on Amazon. I'm not as impressed with it. I will still link a scale below. Maybe I'll link a couple different options since this one is not like my favorite. It's E-Tech City is the name of the brand. It does, like, you press the button for selecting grams, milliliters, ounces, and something that I didn't know when I first had a kitchen scale is that you can just hold it down. So you put your if you already know this, you're a genius, but I did not know this for the longest time. So you put your container on top of it, and then there's a button to reset so that it takes that weight off, and then you put your food into it so that you're getting actual true measurement. So there's a little tip if you don't know that already. If you think I'm crazy because I don't know that, then stop being so judgy. Number 2, kitchen scale. You don't know how much you're putting into your body, you don't know how much you're putting onto your plate until you actually start weighing your food. Very important. So just get one. It also helps for like making recipes and things like that. You can actually measure ingredients. You can measure flour and stuff if you're like baking something. So I have found a kitchen scale to be very helpful for me in my weight loss journey, just to be able to know exactly what I'm putting into my body. While I'm on the kitchen stuff, I'll just go into meal prep containers. I have all mix and matched meal prep containers. If you saw my Insta stories recently, I was doing meal prep on a Monday. Again, don't know why I always end up doing meal prep on Monday. There are lots and lots of meal prep containers online. I will link them below. This happens to be one that I got from a restaurant, but it's like perfect. I take it to work. Our work has one of those hot logics. I don't know if you've ever seen them. You put your food in it, warms it up. I can't leave it in there all morning. It's typically designed for like a lean cuisine. I don't eat those because they just don't have the macros that I want, and I just like to make my own food for the most part. But you stick this into that hot logic and it warms up my food. Microwave is fine too. I have lots of these containers. Not this particular one. I have lots of containers like that I get deli meat in. I will save them. I don't save too many because then it just gets cluttery and you lose the lids and you know the whole jam. But meal prep containers are important. You don't have to meal prep, so that's not a requirement. I have just recently started meal prepping, but you do want containers because you want to bring your food to work. You do not want to like get to lunchtime and be like, oh, what am I having? That is one of the biggest elements for sabotage in your weight loss journey, is not having things planned out ahead. So have your lunch made ahead of time, then at least the night before. If you have to do it in the morning, you know, and you're scrambling around, whatever, do what you gotta do. Don't wait till you don't have any food at lunchtime and be ordering takeout, because there really aren't that many options that are good and healthy for us for takeout, at least where I live. If you're maybe in like California, you may have some more fresh options. My go-to, if I have to order out, is Jimmy John's Unwich, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about meal prep containers, so get yourself some meal prep containers ASAP. Still going with the kitchen theme, I have this. I also got this at Aldi, so it's not, I don't know what's jingling around in it either. It makes like a rattling noise, but it still works wonderfully. Something's probably broken inside, but it still processes my food. So it's like a NutriBullet. This is the Aldi version. Every store, I'm sure, has their own generic. I will link an Amazon item below. I will do a NutriBullet because those are really good, and I will do a less expensive version as well, so check those out. This one, like I said, is from Aldi, has done a fabulous job. I've had it for a few years. I make my own dressings in here. I make protein pancakes in here. I do protein shakes in here. It just blends really nicely. I don't use it for like crushing ice or anything like that, so if I do a protein shake, it's just like the peanut butter and almond milk protein shake kind of thing. But if you have like to make your own homemade dressing, I whip egg whites or eggs in here. If I want to make an omelet, it's just like a quick easy way just to zap and you're done. It's not like getting, I also have a Ninja blender. That one I wouldn't say has been as crucial for my weight loss journey, but I do love that Ninja blender, and I do smoothies for the kids with like frozen banana and all that kind of stuff. But this one I use mostly for like egg whites, protein shakes, protein pancakes, which I have a recipe for in another video that I will link below as well. You can see how I make those, and also just like whipping stuff up really quickly. But I love making homemade dressing. A quick recipe that I do is like a cup of mayonnaise, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, some fresh herbs like basil or cilantro. You can choose whatever you want. I do a couple drops of liquid stevia, and then like I'll do a clove of raw garlic. So you do that all to taste, like whatever your taste preferences are. I use the Himalayan pink sea salt. I use fresh garlic. I usually chop it up a little bit first. 1 clove is enough. And then just like 1 drop of liquid stevia is typically enough because that's very concentrated. If you have powder stevia, you can do a little bit less. That's just my go-to homemade, that's my go-to homemade salad dressing, and then I will also do like an oil and vinegar one, you know, like olive oil, vinegar, a little bit of water, like a little bit of lemon to give it like a fresh lemon to juice to give it like a fresher effect, and a little bit of liquid stevia again, and a lot of times some garlic, salt and pepper. Always gotta have the salt and pepper. And these are just quick. There's tons of recipes online to look up salad dressings, so take a look. I like it personally because I know what's in it. I can count the calories and the carbs and all that stuff better, so that's just my personal preference. The next thing that I have to talk about, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, thing number 5 is social media. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest have all been absolutely key to my weight loss. And a lot of that has to do with inspiration and looking at other people's journeys and seeing before and afters and just getting motivated by people's realness. Like, try to follow people that are real. Don't always, you know, follow these people that are extremely buff and like, you know, can work out for 16 hours a day. Those are good people to follow too, and I do follow some of them, but I like it when people can keep it really real. Like, I gained 20 pounds, you know, in the last 6 months, and this is what I'm doing to work it off. I think those are almost more motivational than, you know, the other people, but a combination of all of them. Also, I like to post my own accountability pics. Not everyone likes to do that. It's whatever you're comfortable with, but that has been a really big accountability piece, especially with you guys, and kind of showing you my journey, and like I have ups and downs with my weight, and also just progress in general. So reaching out to the weight loss surgery community and the weight loss community is a fabulous resource. I've never seen a more supportive community of people in social media or the world than the weight loss community. Like, everyone lifts each other up, and I just feel so much love from you guys. Like, the like button is just like always going. We're always hitting the hearts, and just like, go girl. If you want to feel supported, get yourself out there on social media, and just, even if you don't want to like open it up for everybody, just make a few friends and get your story out there if you feel comfortable. There are more people needed to share their story, in my personal opinion, because so many people are looking for that. They're looking to relate. You have things going on that other people can relate to, whether you think so or not. So if you feel comfortable, or if you're like on the fence about sharing your story, I say get out there and do it. Feel free to direct message me if you have any questions about that. I would be happy to share with you. I never wanted to share my weight loss surgery story, and one day I decided that I was going to share it, and I've never turned back. I had done other videos before that, and one day I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll talk about my weight loss surgery. I didn't really think it was going to be any big deal or anything like that, and little did I know it would turn into this channel that I've kind of just based on that, and just motivation, and you know my jam. So social media, number 5. Back to the kitchen stuff. Number 6 is small plates and utensils. And these I got from IKEA. They come with regular size utensils too, but you can see they're kind of dinky. And I don't know, I've always eaten off a lunch size plate since surgery. I very rarely eat off of a big dinner plate because my portions are so much smaller. It just feels right to do that. So I have the little plate or a paper plate. A lot of times I eat off a paper plate, and it just makes me feel like I'm getting like maybe more food. I don't know. You want to see a full plate. It's probably an old, habit that I have, but it's important. And I realize that I've done it ever since surgery, and that's the kind of things that I wanted to show you. So number 6, small plates and utensils. Number 7, protein bars. Protein bars have been a very big go-to for me. I prefer Quest bars. This is just one of the many kinds that I've had that's chocolate peanut butter. These are the newer Quest Hero bars. This is caramel pecan. I do low carb. These are 4 net carbs, I believe. Yeah, 4 net carbs, 200 calories on the Quest Hero bar, and how many grams? 15 grams of protein on the regular Quest bar. It's 170 calories, 23 grams of protein. I don't care for these as much, but I got them one day when the Quest Hero bars weren't available. I like if you do the regular Quest bar, if you mic it for like 15 seconds, it's kind of better. I've never tried to microwave these. I just thought of that. I should probably give that a try, but I haven't. So I think that was number 7. protein bar. Number 8, you would think this would be like number 1, and I would be like, number 1 is you have to do a scale, but you know, we all have a love-hate relationship with a scale. And if you saw my Instagram post, you know that I shattered mine. This is my replacement, same brand. I really do like this scale, even though it did shatter in a freak accident and I hit like the edge of it on my other scale in my bathroom because I had to have a backup scale. And it shattered into 1,000 pieces, and they did immediately replace it, and they gave me a $10 refund like to my bank account, and I bought this over a year ago. So very good company. I will link it below. It is Greater Goods is the brand. It has a paperless manual, so you go online. Again, you step on it real quick, let it zero out, and then you get on, and your weight and your body fat can be measured here. I've heard that it's not super accurate for body fat, not this scale in particular, but measuring body fat this way. It also measures like your hydration and I think muscle mass, if I remember correctly. Lately, I just look at the weight though, and I try to weigh in once a week. So scale and then weekly weigh-ins have been absolutely crucial to my weight loss. Have I missed a few weigh-ins? Absolutely. I do try to be pretty consistent on the day that I weigh in because it does make a difference. You can fluctuate pounds during the week. So pick a day, stick with it. You may have heard in my previous videos, like last weigh-in, I picked the better weight. Actually did go back to Wednesday weigh-in, so I do every Wednesday. And I just like that because it's in the middle of the week. And if I want to have like, you know, something like a treat like on a Wednesday, I feel like it's gonna like resolve by the next Wednesday. So I don't know, that's just the day that I pick. But scale, number 8, and regular weigh-in. Number 9, also extremely crucial, so maybe I save the best for last, but it's MyFitnessPal, the app. I use this, I've probably used this and my scale more than anything else to help lose weight. I really prefer the app to the computer. Like doing the website, it is so much faster to enter information like food, weight. You can do scan on barcodes. I will say the barcode scan I don't love all the time because I do net carbs and it doesn't figure it out. Most countries, I don't know if you guys know this, but most countries measure carbohydrates in net carbs. They take out the fiber and they take out the sugar alcohols, but for some reason in the US we don't do that. So when you scan products that you're eating, it will just figure in all the carbs. And since I'm doing low carb, I really want to like be kind of accurate. So that doesn't always work, but you can put, you can like do, so I select weight and it will let me enter, I don't know if you guys can see that. You can enter your weight and then the date, and then you can actually enter a progress photo to go along with your weight. So I find that really handy. I've gone back and like looked at previous weights and like had a progress photo along with it, and it's just like a handy tool to see and track your progress and say, oh, that's what I look like at that weight, that kind of thing. I don't know, I think it's awesome. So number 9, MyFitnessPal, so crucial, and you track your food on it because you need to track your food and you need to track your food and you need to track your food. And I have a video out there where I said you don't necessarily have to track your food, and you don't. But when I don't, I gain weight. So if you don't want to gain weight, personally, I would track your food. So just track your food, okay? And then track your food. And then lastly, this does not help you lose weight. Well, at least if you follow my philosophy, which is I work out to get fit, I work out to get stronger. I don't work out for weight loss, but doing the workouts and getting stronger and getting more fit motivates me to lose weight. So these tools are all about weight loss and motivation, so they're about both. So I feel like this goes hand in hand. My favorite workout pants ever. So you can do squats in these, you can do running in these. You know me, and I loathe running, so I have not run in these. Maybe just elliptical. They have a pocket for your phone on the side, which is the whole reason that I bought them, and the fact that they were high-waisted. So my phone fits in the side pocket here, which I always have my headphones on, and I don't buy the fancy Bluetooth headphones, or I haven't yet. And then they go up really high on your waist, which is nice. So like you don't have to worry about like, and I wore these before my tummy tuck, guys. So I had all that extra skin in my belly that I wanted to cover up, and they're still my favorite, but that was, you know, a big thing for me. So I love that. They just fit awesome. I got them on Amazon. They're like $20, so very affordable. I will link them below. I'm actually going to buy a couple more pairs myself because I just love these. So number 10, workout pants. It's like, it's going to motivate you to get stronger in the gym and start doing strength training stuff and just building muscle and working out and getting leaner and meaner and, you know, all that stuff. So those are my top 10, guys. Like I said, links below. If you have any questions, please let me know what they are. But these are the top 10 things that I have found to be successful for me in my journey. I really put a lot of thought into this. I put thought into what I've used consistently over the past 5.5 years. These aren't just things that I, you know, picked willy-nilly. My camera shut off for a minute because it got hot. Anyway, I did not pick any of these things willy-nilly, and I put a lot of thought into each and every one. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please hit the thumbs up if you liked it. I would love to see you in my next video. If you want to come follow me on social media, that is all below. And I love your faces, and I would love to see you back here. So bring it on back. And that's all I got. I love you. I will see you in my next video.